Hello, we're going to be talking about the digestive tract. So as you can see here, I've got this man with all of his digestive organs and crap drawn out. So the food tract is in through the mouth, then we go down through the mouth into the pharynx, where it decides if it's food or if it needs to go into the lungs. Once it decides it's food, it shoots it down the esophagus with the assistance of the cilia, pushes it all the way down here to the stomach. In the stomach, it passes through the different areas. It goes to the cardiac, then it goes up to the fundus, then it shoots down here, and right before it goes into the duodenum of the small intestine, it goes through the pyloric sphincter, or the pylorus region of the stomach. Once it goes through there, it enters the small intestine, where it makes its way through, getting the water absorbed out of it, and then it is nothing but nutritious mush that then leads through the enters in through the cesium, goes through the ascending colon to the transverse colon, down to the descending colon, through the sigmoid portion, and then that's the small or the large intestine, all while it's getting all the nutrients and the remaining water sucked out of it. Then it enters the rectum, which is actually just a sphincter itself, and then it goes out through the anus, which is another sphincter, out of the body, and that's how your body gets rid of the food. Now, the different structures in this body are, up here we have our salivary glands, which secrete saliva. The mouth, which is what we use for breaking down the food mechanically, and the saliva helps break down the food as we chew on it. Then it goes down here through our pharynx, which connects the mouth to the esophagus. Then we shoot down the esophagus, which is just where peristalsis occurs, pushing down the food. Now, the peristalsis is just the movement of the cilia going like this, pushing whatever we eat down our throat. It then goes into our stomach, and in the stomach, well, it dissolves food with hydrochloric acid, breaks down proteins, all that good jazz. We also then have the beginning of the small intestine, where bile from the liver and pancreas juices are mixed together to help assist with the breaking down of the food. It then travels all the way into, I forgot about the gallbladder, which stores and concentrates the bile to release into the small intestine. Basically, the liver produces it, it goes into the gallbladder, and then that shoots it into the small intestine. Goes to the small intestine, then it goes into our large intestine, where all the water and the electrolytes are absorbed. This is where fecal matter is created. It then shoots to the rectum, which is the regulatory sphincter for the release of waste in the human body, and then the anus is our output. Inside of our small intestines, we have three different areas. We have up here where I showed, we have the duodenum, which is where the stomach and the small intestine connect. Then we have the ileum area. Now that is basically just before it connects to the large intestine, and then we have the jejunum, or however that's pronounced, and that's the area following the connection to the stomach. Then we talk about the villi. The villi is used for absorption of the food and digestive secretions inside of the small intestine, as well as the villi, or the microvilli, increase the surface area for that. And then we have our mesentery, which attaches all of this to the transverse abdominal tissue. And I believe that covers everything.